Hello, everybody. How are you? This is Chang with iiRcade Live number 92. 92. Oh my God, it feels weird to that by myself. Colin, where are you? Well, so great to see everybody. Thank you so much for joining. My sincere apologies for the delay. The preparations always take a long time, especially when I'm doing this by myself, because I gotta do all the preparations by myself, and it takes a while. So it got delayed. My sincere apologies for that. Um, my friends are here. Let me say hi to everybody. Mr. Kevgray, how are you, my friend? Thank you so much for joining. You are number one of the day today. Thank you for joining. Dylan, how are you, my friend? Thank you so much for joining. Appreciate it. Mr. Triangle Watermelon, aka Watermelon who wants to be circular but could not, so he's triangular instead. Thanks for joining. Mr. William, how are you, my friend? Thank you so much for joining. Yes, today is Kangabango Day. So happy, so happy. I'll tell you some stories there. Mr. S.J. Miola, how are you, my friend? Thank you so much for joining. So great to see you. Going down the list, my list just like scrolled up right now. Let's see. Sorry, going down the list. Where was I? Uh, Sorry, Mr. Howard Cunningham, how are you, my friend? So great to see you. I don't know where your twin brother is, but so great to see you, my friend. Mr. Jason, how are you, my friend? So great to see you. Thank you so much for joining. I completely agree with you. So am I. I am also waiting for Jong Pong to release. I'm begging Michael every single day. Let's get this released. Thank you for joining. Appreciate it. Mr. Shotgun Sean. Hey, I really appreciate your shotgun the other days. Thank you so much, my friend. So great to see you. And I need one myself right now. Friday shotgun? Mr. Anthony, how are you, my friend? Thanks for joining. So great to see you. Retromania today, I feel it. So do I. I actually feel this every day. I want to release too. Thanks for joining. Appreciate it. Let's see. Going down the list. Going down the list. Going down the list. Oh my God, this is long. There were lots of great conversations before we started. So great to see it. Thank you so much. Togen! Oh my God, I want the game released too. There's so many games I want released. I'm in the same boat as you, my friends. It's exactly same boat. Oh, Mr. P Dubs, how are you, my friend? So great to see you. Thanks for joining. The suspense is killing you. Um, Maybe you meant killing me. um, no suspense today. Today we'll just take it easy. No heart attacks. Relaxing, nice day. Enjoy the show, kind of day. Um, I think that'll be awesome. Mr. Lance, how are you, my friend? Thank you so much for joining. Great to see you. Thank you so much. Mr. Jeff Rainwater, so great to see you, my friend. How are you? Looking good today. Gene! Woo! So great to see you, my friend. Thanks for joining. And you're Gene Part 4? Gene Part 4? Or do you mean Gene IV? I think Gene Part 4. That is so awesome. Thanks for joining, my friend. Mr. Emac, how are you, my friend? Thank you so much for joining. So great to see you. How's the weather in the East Coast? I hope everything is great. We're here in Chicago. Got a little bit colder, but I think our office is little hot. Yesterday or day before, I think we went up to like 80, and we still had the heaters on. Um, so we were sweating, but it was great free sauna, which is good for your health. Thank you so much for joining. Mr. Divan, how are you, my friend? Woo! Thank you so much for joining, my friend. So great to see you. Oh, I just saw a funny comment. Let me go back. My screen just scrolls down whenever it wants to. So I got no control over it. Mr. Jeff, too many games to buy this week. I think I'm a good lie. The rates are good right now, I guess, right? um, so good to hear. So good to hear. Thank you so much, my friend. Um, Mr. John, how are you, my friend? Thank you so much for joining. So great to see you. Mr. CJ, how are you, my friend? Thank you so much for joining. So great to see you. Let's get Kangabango. Woo! We actually released Kangabango today. I am so happy. I gotta tell you some stories about it. Let me finish saying hi. Mr. Billy, how are you, my friend? Thank you so much for joining. So great to see you. Oh, thank you so much. It's a solo day for me today. We'll have a lot of fun. We'll have a lot of fun. Mr. Mark, how are you, my friend? Thank you so much for joining. So great to see you. By the way, let me know when it's a good time for you. I'll bring some beers over. I gotta get you drunk. Mr. JT, how are you, my friend? Thank you so much for joining. Great to see you. Mr. Daniel, how are you, my friend? Thank you so much for joining. So really great to see you. It's morning time for you, right? Good morning. Saturday morning. You're living in the future. I'm living in the past. Talk about Back to the Future. Uh, Mr. Thomas, how are you, my friend? Thanks for joining. So great to see you. Mr. Richard, how are you, my friend? So great to see you. Thank you so much for joining. Mr. Steve, how are you, my friend? Thank you so much for joining. So great to see you. Oh my God, Mark, how are you, my friend? Thank you so much for joining. So great to see you. Mr. Bill, Jongo Bango. There must be a new trend going on. Today is a Jungle Bango Day. Thank you so much for joining, my friend. So great to see you. Mr. Gregory, how are you, my friend? Thank you so much for joining. So great to see you. Mr. King Creole, how are you, my friend? Thank you so much for joining. So great to see you. Mr. Jolly Green, how are you, my friend? So great to see you. Thank you so much for joining. Mr. Brian Stump, how are you, my friend? Thank you so much for joining. So great to see you. Mr. Richard, how are you, my friend? Great to see you. Thank you so much. Miss Tina, how are you, my friend? Thank you so much for joining. So great to see you. Yeah, I want pepper too. You know what I want more than pepper? It's the beer inside it. Today's Friday, and I need some um, liquid. My screen just jumped again. Oh my God. Uh, let me go ahead and get started. My sincere apologies, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. So great to see you. I got a lot of content to share with you today. Again, my sincere apologies for the delay. Let's have some fun. Today, I want to show you some slides. So I know, boring slide time, class, blah, blah, blah. But unfortunately, we have to go through slides. Let me bring it up. Who knows? Maybe it'll be fun. There you go. Slide time. I don't know if we have um, our class secretary here, but it'll be a fun slide. By the way, today is a great day because we finally got our approval for Kangabango. I've been really waiting for this one because Kangabango is awesome. It's exciting. This is something that I've been playing when I was young. I think a lot of people, like back in the days, had either Apple II or Commodore 64. I don't know if Kangabango was an IBM PC Junior or not. If you remember those days, right? The 80s. I do know that Kangabango was like spread really big on Commodore 64, and especially I had an Apple II, Apple IIc, and like all my friends who had Apple IIs, everybody had Kangabango. Um, so I was like, when we hooked up with Sega, I have some really good friends at Sega, by the way, right? Um, and I was telling him, so I was having a drink with him, and like, Mr. Mr. Sega, I won't reveal his name, but Mr. Sega, he's a friend of mine, drinking. Hey, when I was young, I used to play a lot of Kangabango. I really, really loved the game. And he goes, "Oh, really, Jong-sang? Um, then you gotta have Kangabango." That's what happened. That's what happened. So we got Kangabango. I was like the happiest kid in the earth. So, but then again, afterwards, third, of course, again, getting approval is very difficult. Kangabango was one of the difficult ones, but we got it. So so happy we released it. I hope you like it. With that, let me drink a little quick sip of my pseudo happy juice. Let's do the slides. Slide number one. 1 to 3 a little boring, but bear with me. Just information that iiRcade affiliate program still going on. Make 10% of the confirmed sales of the ones that you have. I'm losing words today. Oh my god. You have. You know what I mean. If you referred, you have referred. Thank you. You know, I confess I didn't get sleep last night, so I'm like but I'm so glad that I'm here with you right now because we're having fun together, and as we're having fun, and I'll become less now. So, anyways, if you're interested in signing up, iiRcademoney.com, iiRcademoney.com. I did not come up with a URL name, but we thought it was fun, so we adopted it. Again, 10% of confirmed sales from your referrals. That's actually pretty hefty. Referral sales of there's a Dragon Slayer, you get like $80. So it's pretty good. So and also help us out to expand our community. That's also going to help us to get more games and just works out great. So really appreciate your help. Thank you so much. Next slide. I've been getting some requests about the URL for arcade again. So here it is, arttcade.com, arcade.com. They do custom graphics for your Black Edition. And also, if you're able to put, I don't know if you can or not, but if you're able to put the decors, quote unquote, to your non-Black editions, I know that at least one person did it. I wasn't able to, but if you want, arcade.com is able to provide those art graphics. So I just wanted to share with you. Next slide. Old School Gamer Magazine has changed their URL, so I just wanted to let you know. oldschoolgamer.com. They're also you can also subscribe to their awesome magazine which we are also doing. We're subscribing to like 10 subscriptions, which is awesome. They're publishing our articles too, and like I have to collect them, so I collected them, and we give them away and things like that, and people love it. Great magazine, one of my favorites, and also they publish a lot of great articles online too. So it's definitely worth the visit. oldschoolgamer.com. So I just want to let you know. All right, next slide is a sentimental one. Because this one, when I had a look, this is posted by one of our awesome family members. Said his 19-year-old girl put down her phone and said, "Dad, let's play." That is what iiRcade is about. That's what exactly what IIR stands for. So that's what iiRcade part is all about, right? Yes, it is, my friend. Thank you so much for posting this. This really meant a lot to me, and I want to share with you. It was a very big sentimental moment for me. That almost made me cry. Thank you so much. Loved it. Appreciate it, Jerry. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for posting. Next slide. Let's go over some our games that have the global leaderboards, right? So this is Dragon Slayer 1. And Mr. Jerry, who just posted the awesome post just one slide ago, he is number 1. He is at the top rank. Followed actually not followed, but same score. Howl growls snarl. Chad, is that you? Are you here? There's a really great rivalry going on in terms of scores. I love it. And then number 3, SK the Dragon Slayer. I used to know who this is, but I forgot. If you're here, raise your hand. So here are our number 1, 2, 3: Mr. Jerry, Mr. Chad, and Mr. or Miss SK the Dragon Slayer. Um, so that's our top 3 on Dragon Slayer 1. Now here we go, Dragon Slayer 2. Guess who's number 1? Mr. Jerry again. Oh my God, you are so awesome. Mr. Jerry with 684,000 points. Number 1 on Dragon Slayer 2. Followed by uh, Mr. Bryce Out. I wonder who Bryce Out is. But she's joining us in our rank as number 2 of all time, Dragon Slayer 2 on iiRcade. Followed by Mr. Julman. He's done. He was number 1, and he did a great interview with us, which is posted on our Facebook page, our community page, I think it is. And then followed by Prentice Crush Kong. Really? Um, just reminding me of Kong versus Godzilla. I hope you don't mean that Kong. And followed by Mr. Prentice Untouchable. Nice. Looking forward to our family members below what I just mentioned to continue going up, because there's still a lot of room there to catch up and become number 1. So looking forward to it. Next, Space Ace. Space Ace ranking. Oh my God, Mr. Jerry's number 1 again. Oh my God, you're just rocking it. So awesome. Mr. Jerry is number 1, also in Space Ace, so he's got the 333. Congratulations. Followed closely by Mr. Howl Growl Snow, aka Chad. Fantastic. Congratulations. The scores are very close. 2 points apart. 2 points apart. Now, there's a little rumor spread by, I won't mention who it is, right, Chad? That Mr. Jerry may have paid off Borg $50 to give him 2 extra points to put him ahead. I don't know if that's true or not. That's a rumor going around. Again, I cannot tell you who spread it. Right, Chad? I won't say anything. Followed by Mr. Kongsaras. So great to see you here. And this ranking is, especially I think it's like changing every day. This is a snapshot right before the session. And then followed by Mr. Prentice the God. If you believe in God, you believe in iiRcade or Prentice. Number 5, Mr. Juman. Number 6, Mr. SJ Miola. I know you're here. So we have a really good top ranking going on, a lot of great rivalry going on, and it's a lot of fun. So join the fun. I look forward to seeing your name here. This was the ranking for today, as of right now. So looking forward to hopefully potentially changing next week. We'll see. Next slide. iiRcade League. Woo! iiRcade League Live is finally happening. Our great friend Mr. Gunther is back. And Mr. Gunther, I know you had a little health trouble, health issue, but I'm so glad to hear that you're doing well now, doing great. So thank you so much. Welcome back. And we're looking forward to another great season, amazing season of iiRcade League Live. It's going to be awesome. I do know that Gunther has a lot of great things planned, enhancements, better things, a lot of great things happening. And it's starting this coming week. And it's going to happen every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. CST. So looking forward to seeing you all there. Let's compete. Let's play together. Let's have a lot of fun. Woo! iiRcade League Live, Season 2. Season 2. Next slide. Oh my God, Mr. Roy, are you here? Congratulations, my friend. You are the fan of the month for April. Oh my God, you've been amazing. And you're from being an amazing family member to playing all the bad guys in Chicago Jang 3. He was a great actor. I don't know if you've seen him act. Roy is is one of those amazing people who are like really calm, and everybody trusts, who everybody loves. And then when you get into sing and act, oh my, he's like Rocky Balboa. In the movie, when we were filming, for example, together, he played Abobo from Double Dragon. It was like, oh my god, really macho. And also, he was one of the three minions, bad guy minions, and he was like really macho there as well. You will see what I mean. You will see what I mean. He's an amazing actor as well. So, Roy, congratulations, my friend. We love you, and you are our fan of the month for April. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Let's make this stream awesome, continuously awesome happen together. Next slide. We were posted in a lot of places this week again. We were on, especially on Uncrate, and a lot of people follow Uncrate, and that was really great to see. I think this was posted, I believe it was yesterday or this morning. And as soon as it was posted, we had 2,000 people visit our website. 2,000 people within few hours, right? 2,000 people within few hours. So that was awesome to see. So I was so glad to see, and thank you so much to Uncrate for making that happen. And also, Stevie Richards has also given us another shout out, which I was really appreciating. Between his exercise sets, he plays games on iiRcade, and that was really great to see. So, Stevie, thank you so much. We love you a lot, and I hope to play your Bomb Squad online. Let's do this. Stevie, you're awesome. Thank you so much, and looking forward to seeing more awesome shout outs as well. Next slide. We also just launched Touch of Modern. Touch of Modern is a membership club where there are about 150,000 people subscribing to, and they look for amazing products, right? This company, so they look for amazing products, and they get them hosted. So they find these amazing products and sell them for 1 week only, 1 week. And this week they are selling iiRcade. So iiRcade is actually featured, quote unquote, is a featured product, and just started today, and for a little bit more discounted price as well. So this is happening at Touch of Modern. I started today. It's going on until Wednesday. So fingers crossed that we do well. So Touch of Modern there. Also, by the way, there were a lot of visits from Touch of Modern. After Touch of Modern launched this morning, we also had a lot of visitors coming into our iiRcade.com as well, which was great to see. So that was Touch of Modern. Next slide. Oh, here's another one. Especially in honor of Wrestlemania happening tomorrow. And I am fully aware Wrestlemania is happening tomorrow and excited. I used to watch that a lot, especially when there were rivalries between like Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant back some time ago. Anyways, especially in time for that, we are partnering with Turtle Beach. Turtle Beach makes amazing headphones for gaming. So we're partnering with Turtle Beach and also with Retrosoft to do a contest. Grand prize is our Wrestlemania iiRcade cabinet. So we're giving one away as grand prize. And also the other prizes are, of course, copies of Wrestlemania wrestling game. And also Turtle Beach's headset. So this is happening. This event is hosted by Turtle Beach. So this event will start this weekend. So you can visit and follow Turtle Beach, also iiRcade and Retrosoft Studios to get more information. Very excited for this one. Very, very excited. Next slide. There is a conference happening next Saturday here in Illinois, in Bloomington, Illinois. It's called BN Video Conference, a video game conference. And here we'll be there. iiRcade will be there together with Old School Gamer Magazine, and we'll be showing off iiRcade, our cabinets, and they also have an arcade there as well, which is really, really cool, right? In the show, and we will also be putting 4 iiRcade cabinets there so that anybody can come and play games. I'm very excited for this one. In an arcade, iiRcade will be there, and people will be playing. I'm so excited. In this show, by the way, Brian Collin is also going to be there. He's also creator of Rampage. Very excited to meet him also. But we will be there. We have our booths. Old School Gaming Magazine and us will be there side by side. Very excited for this. So if you're nearby, it's in Bloomington, Illinois, next Saturday, April 17th. Stop by. We'd love to see you. Next slide. Wow, new games. Finally, right? We released 8 games today. We wanted to release more, but we just ran out of time. We didn't have enough time, but we released some good games today. Let's go over them real quickly. Bump and Jump. I know a lot of people were waiting for Bump and Jump. I don't have to go over this, but you guys know which game Bump and Jump is. It's a 1986 game. It is a ColecoVision game, and 2-player alternating game. Man, we used to play this when we were young, right? I won't go in much detail, but I think this one was a game that everybody was excited about. So we were very happy to release. So Bump and Jump was released today on iiRcade Store. Nova Blast. Have you guys tried Nova Blast? This one's very similar to Defender. So very much like Defender, great graphics for the day. This is a 1983 game, ColecoVision game. And you can shoot downwards like missiles, as well as shoot back and forth. And it reminded me of Defender a lot. So Nova Blast was released today. This is a one-play game. Super Cross Force. Now this one was different, I would say. Very, very different. This is a shooter game. It is also a 1983 ColecoVision game. It's a 2-player alternating game. But you have, what's the best way to put it? 2 ships. One at the top, one at the bottom. And these are like facing each other, and it's like shooting at each other, but not really shooting at each other. Whatever comes in between gets shot. So it is a very different kind of shooter game. And it was very interesting. It was a lot of fun. And it was something that we can recommend you trying out. Now, one thing with this game is that this game has like 10 modes, but unfortunately, we had some problems with the last 2 modes. So the last 2 modes come up in the menu, but unfortunately, at the moment, at least, it's not working. But you still have like 8 modes: 4-player 1, 4-player 2 alternating. And it's priced affordably, very affordably. So if you're interested and you like shooter games and you want to try something different, would recommend this game. It's a great time passer game. Super Cross Force. Next one, Vimana. Vimana is another awesome shooter game. It's a 91 game, and 2-player game where you can play together. A lot of shooting action. Characters are bigger. So I found that pretty interesting. It is an arcade game, arcade version of the game, 91, Vimana. Next one, Magical Drop 3. I know one Magical Drop fan who just joined today. If you are, raise your hand. I won't call out who this is, P-Dubs, but this is another fantastic game. Third one has like very crisp graphics and I think more characters. And this is one of those puzzle games where you're grabbing the bubble and throwing to the right color, and it's a really fun game. And I know that especially there are a lot of hardcore fans about on this game as well. If you like puzzle games, this one is one that you will want to try. A 1997 game. It's an arcade game, two-player simultaneous play. Magical Drop 3. Let's see. Next one, Space Grounds 2. This one's a very, very interesting game. This is an Orange Pixel game, modern 2019 game. It is one player. Dungeon crawler. Or this game is also categorized as roguelite as well. It's a lot of dungeon crawling. The fighting sequence is very unique because you use cards to fight. So it is a card-based game. And it's very interesting. It's got a lot of strategic play. So you have to come up with your strategies to make sure that you play it the way you want and win. Very interesting game. It's a lot of fun, especially if you have tried Orange Pixel games. You will love this. It's one of those neutral games, modern games with retro graphics, and Orange Pixel knows how to do that really, really well. So Space Grounds 2, currently now available on iiRcade. Number 7, Wolfgang, aka Roga. Oh, I love this game. This is a lot of action. You're playing mechas, right? And every time you play mecha, how can you go wrong playing as mecha, right? So basically, you're a mecha, and it's side-scrolling action, right? This game is part of the Roga series. I'm sorry, not Roga series. I think it was Fang series. First one is a shooter that we released. Third one is a shooter. I think we released that one as well, if I remember correctly. This is the second in the series. This is a 2001 game. It's two player simultaneous. It is an arcade game, and games, oh my god, it's really fantastic. A lot of action, a lot of shooting. Again, you're playing as mecha. Uh, I was gonna say it reminded me of game Blah, but just escaped out of my mind what the Blah game was. Um, but there was one of those games I really liked, and I would strongly recommend this game. It is a lot of fun. Now currently available on iiRcade Store. All right, now last one. What do you think the last one is? um, you know what it is. Kangabango! Woo! Oh my god, I'm so excited about this game. Now I'm awake. It is a 1983 game. This is a Sega game, and it's one of those very, very classic, amazing Sega game. Two-player alternating. Basically, you're this jungle adventurer, I would say, and this gorilla, Kong, or monkey, uh, comes to this adventure when he's sleeping. He lights a fire on his foot as a practical joke, and this guy is going to get him back. That's basically the story. It's a hilarious story. But when I was young, I was playing this game and I didn't know what the story was. And still, I really loved it. And I think this game was supposed to be, by the way, quote unquote, answer to Nintendo's Donkey Kong. And you see some similarities, right? You see a guy that looks like Mario, and you see a monkey, or as to say, gorilla, and in a what's the best way to put it? Reports um, isometric kind of view, 45 degrees isometric kind of view, and I think that's practically the big difference. But this game, I think, this game was Sega's answer to Donkey Kong, and it shows. It shows, and it does have fantastic play. And thank God we were able to release this week because I've been really waiting for it. So Kangabango is finally available on Arcade Store. Those were the games. Oh, by the way, I do have a couple things. So if you have already purchased and downloaded Kangabango, our awesome Michael has uploaded I would say an updated version already. Basically, what he did is the previous version, you can play this game on the first joystick. Now on this update, you can play on both joysticks, right? So if you want to play one player game and you want to play on the right hand side, you can do that. Or if you are playing 2 players, then first player can play on first side, left side. Second player can play on the right side, and vice versa. So that update was done. So all you have to do is delete the game from your device. Go to your store, go to My Games library, and then re-download. They'll take care of it. But Kangabango is here. Woo! And by the way, talking about support for voice joysticks, this is actually true for all the games that we've released. Let me get a real quick sip of my artificial happy juice. So our games, you may or may not have noticed this, but it's most of our games, at least anyway, are set up so that if it's a one-player game and uses only one set of joysticks, then you can play on either side. So you can play one-player game on the right-hand side, or also on the left-hand side as well. Obviously, 2 players, you can play standing next to each other. Also, twin-stick games that we currently support, and we're also working on getting more. You can use both joysticks while standing in the center, right? But here I want to let you know that even one-player games, if it only uses one side of the joysticks, then you can stand on either side and play. So just in case, I want to let you know. And I think that is my last slide. All right, the boring part's done. Who's ready to play some games? Me. Let me remove this. Let me get the camera set up. Let me show you real quickly the 8 games that I just showed. I'll play some of these games with you. And then once we do that, I'll get to Q&A afterwards. So here we go. Let me do that. There it goes. All right, what should we play? Going to the beginning. The first game that I see here is Bump and Jump. Let me go to Bump and Jump. This is ColecoVision game 84. And here, if you wait a little bit, if it'll go to the next menu. I did on purpose. So here, you can use the standard controller. ColecoVision used to have an expansion module that is like driving controller, but we don't support that, obviously. So you press 1, which is C on the first player. Then you can choose whether you want to play easy 1 player to difficult 1 player, or same thing for 2 players. For me, I'm a novice, so I will play 1 player. Remember this game? Man, this really brings me back, doesn't it? Okay, now I can jump. Okay. I can bump, and then I can jump. And bump and jump. Bump. There it goes. So I am focusing on the game. Driving. Bump. There it goes. Yeah, when I was young, I didn't have a ColecoVision. I had an Atari 2600. But this game I used to play when I was in arcade. Oh, I used to jump. So it was bringing me jump a lot. If I remember this correctly, I may have also had this game for my Apple II as well. I didn't make it. The Apple II used to have like all the games out there, right? So it's really, really awesome. And the game that I used to play a lot on my Apple II or Kangabango King's Quest series, I played a lot of that. Road Runner, I played a lot of that. Oops. Then I was gonna make it. All right, one more life, and then I'll move to the next thing. Now, I know some of you guys are making fun of me. Not the greatest player. I haven't played this game in a while. But that was Pump and Jump. That was the first thing that I wanted to show you. Let's go to the next one. Kangabango, I'm gonna save. Um, let's see. Going down the list. Going down. Now, magical drop today. I gotta play this. So pull, throw, shift. Pull, throw, shift. This is a two-player game. And I'm just looking to see and make sure that P-Dubs is not watching me right now because he's gonna laugh at me if he sees me play this game. Okay, quarter. So basically, you're grabbing the bubble. There are 3 modes: survival, challenge, and magical journey. I will play the challenge mode against CPU. I'm gonna go a little easy, and there are a lot of characters as you can see. Right, the first one I believe had 8 characters, if I remember correctly. But this one has a lot. All right, I'm gonna go magician. Stage 1. Basically, I grab this, put it here, then press B to shoot. Like collect, press B to shoot. Grabbing all my greens, shoot. There it goes. Grab all my reds, shoot. And you want to do as many combos as possible. There it goes. More combos that we get, more trouble that I can give the other guy. There it goes. He wins. P-Dubs, are you watching? Did you see my performance? Yeah, I completely agree with you. P-Dubs is the king of magical drop. So typically, I cannot say, P-Dubs, are you watching me? You see my skills? I think I can kick your butt. I can say that only when P-Dubs is not here. Okay, go grab all reds, shoot. And by the way, we have another family member, Alicia, who is also awesome in this game as well. She's also a very hardcore fan of Magical Drop and the series, and I think she is a really good contender to play, and maybe, I don't know if it's possible or not, but maybe beat P-Dubs. That would really feel like beating Francis or Jerry in Dragon Slayer and Space Ace series, right? P-Dubs, are you watching? Did you see my performance? I beat him twice in a row. I'll just stop playing this game here for now. I'll just say that P-Dubs, I can beat you. You'll probably laugh at me. All right, let's go to the next game. Let's try Nova Blast. Nova Blast is a game that reminds me of Defender. So let's try that. So Nova Blast, if you can see, this is a one-player game. And this little spaceship, again, reminds me of Defender, but instead of just black and white, it's got color. And if I press B, it shoots up. If I press A, it shoots down. The bad guys, front and back. And speed is pretty fast, but you can also control the speed yourself. And you can also go, let me get this guy. Oh. You can also go backwards as well. That's one big differentiator for this game. There it goes. Oh. These guys are too fast. Who used to play Defender when you were young? And Defender was a hard game. They're too fast. Come on. There you go. Yes! Beat the level. I got a lot of bonuses. Here's wave 2. And that was supposed to be like the easiest level, right? There's the bad guy. As you can see at the bottom, there's a map of the bad guys. So you can expect exactly where the bad guys are, what you can expect. And you can see how fast they are. There it goes. And I'm willing to bet that most everybody here are much better than me in this game. And I haven't played Defender in a very long time. And trying this game might just brought me back. All right, I think one more shot, I'm dead. But oh yes, yes. See, look at my energy. I'm like almost gone, and I solved the level. I hope my Donkey Kong Jr. is watching right now. I can brag to him that hey, look, that is awesome game. Oh, I think one more, I'm dead. Look how fast that is. Oh my god. Oh. I got no energy. I'll just finish this one real quickly, and then we'll jump over to the next game. Go the other way. Come on. All right. Jong does it again. Okay, that was Nova Blast. Let's try Roga. Roga, this game I'm very excited about. This is one of those again. 1991. The shooter game that where you can play mecha. I just like mode. You can different mode, but again, you can construct your own robot, which I think is really cool. Look at this graphics, right? Oh my god, there we go. Press A to shoot. Press C to jump. Press C to especially very better with the shoot. Awesome music. I just got my special weapon. See that? I press C. When everything starts up, I can actually put it down. Love this music. It's all about mecha and shooting. These layers directly under glass. You can then return to base, that's right. So I just finished the level. Mission 2. I'll just go through this real quickly just to show you. Alright, now I'm in ground. Now the real computer. Love this game. This is the kind of music that I would like a shooter game for this. As you can see, I just got killed, but it's mini me, and I died again. So it is very fast paced. It's not an easy game. Not of like action. This was Roga or Wolfgang. Let me jump over to another game. Space Grunts. Let's try that. Teleporting. Yeah, in the beginning. Takes a little bit. Orange Pixel. Let's go. You can play. I'll just play normal game. Just to let you know, let me select the character. Rogue. I am not good in this game.
Something. We move down to the planet to investigate the distress signal.
If you notice, a lot of Orange Pixel games have this voiceover which I think is really, really hilarious. You can get items and a lot of dungeon crawling, and you can use cards to do things when you're attacking and things like that. The card games are normally I haven't played too many card games, but some of the fruits makes you sick. I think I'm sick right now because I ate it. Here I'm fighting the cards. I just destroyed the guy. So that's a card weapon. Dungeon crawling. If you play some of the other dungeon crawling, I think that's a lot. So, if you played Heroes of Loot, there it goes. Heroes of Loot is more action-oriented, and if you have also played Space Grunts 2, that is more action-oriented as well, or strategic action-oriented, and that game was turn-based as well. So if you move one, they move one. Let's see, what do I want to attack them with? A chakra. There it goes. So that's how you play. I just got another card from him. And it's a lot of dungeon crawling, a lot of adventure, right? And especially if you like dungeon crawling games. If you're really good in card-based games, this one I think it is for you. So let me just grab this. And you can also open up chests and things like that. It's a great adventure game based on cards. This is Space Grunts 2, available on iiRcade. It's pretty freaky too. Listen to this music, right? Again, Orange Pixel games are very in-depth, very well made, very in-depth. Orange Pixel does make two different types of games. One is pure action, right? Pure action game, and the other one is very adventure. All have retro graphics, which I really, really like a lot. And it's not just only retro graphics, but retro graphics in style. So if you look at it, each of these plots have like details and things like that, and that's just Orange Pixel style, which I really, really love. Retro graphics with detail. So that was Space Grunts 2, available on iiRcade Store. Let's try Super Cross Force. This one is the one with different kinds of experience where you're controlling two things at the same time, and you shoot. So here, as you can see, there are 4 one-player modes, 4 two-player modes, and then there's a 9 and 10. Unfortunately, 9 and 10 we couldn't get working yet. So for now, we have 1 through 8. If we do end up getting 9 and 10 working later on, we'll update it later. But as you can see, I have 2 ships, one at the top, one at the bottom, and using both ships to control. So here I'm in a mode where everything is vertical. So these two are moving simultaneously, and another mode is diagonal. So you can actually move these 2 ships from, I won't say asynchronous, but what's the better word? It doesn't move together, if you know what I mean. So you can shoot diagonally, which is very interesting. I just solved 2 levels while dying only once, which is really cool. So usually, when I'm playing games, unless I'm playing with friends, and especially I know who I can beat on some of the games, then I talk. Otherwise, when I'm like really focusing, if I talk, I cannot do talking and playing at the same time. Right now, I'm like doing really, really well. So you can see the game style. I just solved another level. Very differentiated gameplay. It's another type of shooting game. It is a quick vision game, currently available on iiRcade store, I would say. For Gemini. I want this game. Just try Vimana real quickly. This game is a shooting game. You can shoot and bomb. It is a 12-player game. And you know how every 12-player games are, especially 12-player shooter games. They're awesome. So this one, as always, awesome music. I really love music and talking music. And as you can see, bigger spaceship, bigger bad guys, and plenty of action. A lot of things to shoot, a lot of things shooting at you. Take my time. There are lots of weapons to get out of this. So this is something new. A bonus. I want the bonus. Yes. These 12-player games, as well as cycle games, they literally shoot you to death. They're hard. They're hard, but they make you keep on coming back. They give you a lot of different weapons and things like that, again, with amazing music and things. So that was Vimana. I'll stop playing Vimana right here so that I can get to Kangabango. Going up to Kangabango. Let me show you Kangabango. Can everybody say, oh my God? I'm really excited about this game. And by the way, where's my... Oh, by the way, sorry. One thing about... Let me mention one thing about Sega games that we've been requested not to output through HDMI for Sega games. So unfortunately, Sega games, we had to make it so that the HDMI out does not appear. For gameplay, you can play everything fine. Just the HDMI out for Sega games, we had to block, unfortunately. But I hope you can see what's going on. Let me pull the camera up a little bit more. Maybe that'll work better. And I'll make this full screen. There it goes. Kangabango. See, there's that monkey. Plays a little practical joke in the adventure. Now he's going to get revenge. Oh. And it's got the isometric view, which is, oh no, which is definitely different. Oh, and it's hard. It's hard, especially this isometric view thing. It's, I think, one big differentiator against Donkey Kong. Ah, thought I made that one. I'll be very frank with you. This game I played a lot when I was young, and I was never able to beat all levels. Little shameful, but it is a hard game. I can beat first. Oh, I can beat first level. Oh, let me play one more time. This is just such a great game. I have to play. No. All right, just pretend as if you have not seen me play the first round. Or I will beat it this time. Oh, yeah, I think this was like a fantastic attempt of a 3D game or 3D graphics back in 1980s. All right, monkey, please get out of the way. There it goes. That's how it's supposed to be done. And this is the hard part now. Oh, I was right there. I was right there. Last life. Oh, I knew it. All right. I'm sure there are people who are much better than I am in our family. So I will stop here so that somebody else can stream gameplay and do it much better than I can. Let me switch my camera. Those are the games from today. Hope you enjoyed them. What do you think? Um, I think no audio because I was connected to HDMI, and we don't support HDMI for Sega games. So that's probably the reason why you didn't hear audio. But it's an awesome game. All right, let's do some Q&A. I'm going all the way up. Edward, how are you, my friend? You're like, holy CEO. That's a good one. Love it. I'm all the way up at the top. I'm looking for questions. Let's see. I'm looking for the word question. Going down the list. Going down the list. I think I'm at a point where I was reviewing the Turtle Beach contest. Adam says, this is an incredible contest. Good luck with everyone within the US who gets to answer. I'll be here in Canada cheering for you in the corner. I wasn't sure if they didn't. I wasn't sure if they supported Canada or not. But we'll be doing a lot of contests, and we definitely want to support Canada as well. Mr. P-Dubs, yes, you do need to fly down to Chicago town. It's only 99 miles south. There you go. And then I think I'm at a point where I was talking about the trade show that we'll be attending next Saturday. Hope to see you there. It's going to be a great show. I did hear that the show is small, but it's very focused on video gaming, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And iiRcade will be there. Going down the list. Oh, Tina, you've played Super Cross Force. Fantastic. You had that on ColecoVision. Oh, nice, nice. It's definitely different. I haven't played too much of it, quite honestly, but it's definitely different and different kind of gameplay. So I think I'm going to enjoy that one a lot. Chris. Oh, I thought that's the question. John, when you get the chance, please give me the convention info so that I could share with you. Fantastic. Thank you so much. It's called BN Boy Nancy BN Video Game Conference, and it's being held in Bloomington, Illinois, and it'll be next Saturday, April 17th. So I think there are some developers there also, and you can have them come and visit us. We'd love to talk to them, and we'll show off our iiRcade, which is going to be amazing. We're looking forward to it. Thank you for that. SJ Miola, yes, iiRcade is amazing for shooters. I love shooters. One of the reasons is that it really challenges me, but because it's so challenging, it gets me to focus on that one thing, right? Which means I don't have to think about anything else but that shooter. It gives me the ability to focus on one thing, and enables me to forget about everything else in the world, right? No mortgage, no money problem, just that one thing. So that's a really cool thing. Dylan says, P-Dubs is a magical drop wizard. I completely agree. I would really love to see P-Dubs versus Alicia on magical drop. And whoever wins gets to challenge the Master John, whom you saw finish 3 levels today in a row. Now, don't ask me if I've ever been to level 4. I won't answer. But at least I was able to show you that I can solve 3 levels. Great. Let's see. Going down the list. Wolfgang is a beast. I would strongly recommend this game. It's got really great gameplay. Really great gameplay. And it's mecha game, so can't go wrong. It is an awesome game. If I didn't have Kangabango this week, Roga or Wolfgang would have been my favorite game of today's release. But Kangabango is just amazing. I'm so glad that we're releasing Kangabango. Did I tell you guys we're releasing Kangabango today? I'm so happy. Mike, yes, if you're talking about Kangabango, it is the arcade version. If you're talking about Wolfgang, it is also arcade version. See, Alfred says Kangabango is one of my favorites. It is for me as well. It is for me as well. Love it. Kepler says, Twin Stick Games, when? We got that effect right now. We are working on more. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Well, Mike has a question. Did they take that effect 2 off the website? I can't find it. We did not. It's still there. It's still there. And also, if you can check our iiRcade store, iiRcade.store, it should be there. If not, let us know, but the game should definitely be there. Going down the list. By the way, I really love that effect too. It's an amazing game, especially if you play it at midnight with all the lights off and the volume like all the way up. Oh my God, the game's really scary. The zombie jumps through right at you, and I really love it. And the story is amazing too. I love the story. Going down the list. Going down the list. Going down the list. Camo says Pac-Man 99 is great. I didn't know about the game. I just saw it and I totally agree with you. It is amazing. Would think many games on Steam could be on arcade. I completely agree with you. And we will try to bring you as I was not only saying as many but awesome games as well. See. Oh, by the way, I've been reading on. So I didn't have too much time this week to go into our Facebook page, but I skimmed through it and I saw some conversations about like us releasing too many new games and things like that, and no retro game, etc. A little explanation there. So number one, I think there were a lot of actually retro arcade games that we have released in the past couple months. Games like Rage of Dragons, right? I mean, those are also retro games as well, retro arcade games. But we did release a lot of retro games if you have a look at the list. And there are also some, I would say, big new games as well, like Dead Cells, etc. But I think we've been talking a lot about Dead Cells and Wrestlemania, and that may be the reason why it feels like. And we've also a couple of weeks, I think we just released, but one of the weeks we just released Dead Cells, which is a modern game. And then after that, we just released Space Ace, which is a retro game. But maybe that's the reason why it may feel like it, but we did release a lot of retro games. But the other thing is also that there's everything's not happening serially. Everything is happening in parallel, right? So lots of things happening in the background at the same time. And once they're finished first, obviously, it gets announced first because we cannot announce anything that is not completely finished yet. And especially ones from like bigger companies, they take a long time. Bigger the companies, longer the time takes. You can think of it that way. So we are working on a lot of things at the same time. So if your favorite game is, for example, let's say a virtual arcade game from a really, really big company, and it's not coming, that does not mean we're not working on it. It just means that basically it's taking more time than the more modern games, for example. So that's the reason why. So if you think we're not working on your game um, because we're working on modern games, that's actually not true. Again, everything is being worked at the same time, and it just takes longer, much longer, for licensing retro arcade games. So I hope that explains. Um, but we're gonna try to bring great games to you as soon as we can. So you'll be the first one to know. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for that. Let's see. Going down the list. Going down the list. Looking for questions. And of course, my screen just scrolled down by itself. Um, oh, we have one Alicia fan. So if there's a Alicia versus P-Dubs magical drop contest, I'm assuming Jeff will root for Alicia. Um, should I go for P-Dubs? To balance things out a little bit? We'll see. um, anyways, going down the list. Going down the list. Jeff is 3 times the magic, bro. Love it. Um, going down the list. Let's see. There are lots of comments, and it's not easy to detect questions, but I'm looking for the word question, that makes it so much easier. So if you can put question in your title, then it makes me easier to see. Divan, let me get to your question, my friend. Can you fix the name for Magical Drop 3 in the list? It puts it second out of the third Magical Drop because it has a number instead of... Oh, gotcha. Thank you so much. We'll look into that. Didn't know that. Thank you so much for that. We'll take the next item. Julio, how are you, my friend? Let me get to your question. John, now that we have the Don Blues trilogy, any chance we'll get other FMV games like Road Avenger, Code Command, Time Gale, etc.? Fantastic question. I do not know. I do not know. I think so. Our Don Blues trilogy was different. And it was implemented differently, and actually it was implemented very differently. I'll just leave it there. The other games, I don't know how they're gonna run, but and also we have to talk to different companies and things. So, but if we run into the opportunity and figure out how to do it, we'll do it. I say anything is possible, and stay tuned. So thank you for that. Oh, Jim, thank you so much. I don't know what I did, but I think you saw me play Magical Drop 3. Appreciate it, my friend. Thank you so much. Your comment was right underneath my Julio's question, so it came into my eyes really easily. Oh, here's another question. Mr. Brian, how are you, my friend? Will the contest link be posted on Facebook? Great question. I will do that. We'll take the homework to make that happen. So thank you so much for that. And I'm assuming you're talking about the Turtle Beach. We'll make that happen. Mark, how are you, my friend? Let me get to your question. Let me just get a quick sip of drink. Question John, thank you for taking the time and for all you do to make this hobby so awesome. Although thank you so much, my friend. Oh my God, really appreciate it. I'm awake now. I'm energized. I really appreciate it, Mark. Thank you so much, my friend. I really appreciate it. Let's see. Here's another question. Mr. Davosman, how are you, my friend? Question. Could you look into the Guardian Roar of the Sword? I'm assuming that's the game. We'll put that into a list. So thank you so much for that. Guardian. Why does it sound familiar? Um, thank you for that. Um, Divan, I don't see it, no FPS category. If you go into iiRcade store, that effect 2 should be there. If not, if you can let our, if you can do me a favor and let our customer service know and contact at iiRcade.com, we'll definitely look into it. But that effect 2 should be there. So thank you so much for that. Oh, it seems like that effect may not be there. Thank you so much. We'll have a look into it. I don't know what happened. It should be there. Oh, Tina sees that effect in the store, so it's there. Yeah, we'll have a look as well. Should be there. If it's not, we'll bring it back. But we haven't touched it, so it should be there. So thank you.
People clear their cookies, it'll show up.
Oh, thank you. I just got the note from our awesome Alex that if you clear your cookies on your browser, then it'll show up, is what he said. And meanwhile, we'll continue looking into it. So thank you so much for that. See. Oh, screen just scrolled up again. Going down the list, I'm looking for a word question. Looking for the word question. P-Dub says, who is Alicia and why is she worse at Tangible Job than me? P-Dub, I think you know Alicia. She's also awesome at Magical Job series. I think she'll be your great competitor. So looking forward to, it will be great to see you two play together. Because I think you two are both amazing at it. And meanwhile, John will continue practicing. So watch out. Thank you for that. Oh, I just saw a question. Mr. Estemiola, get your question. Is the team still working on the leaderboards to function like they were told in previous live stream? Missing scores not showing up, repeat players like myself, etc. Yeah, so that's a great question. So repeat players, so there should be only one high score per person. Actually, it's more per like household. I did also see some couple of entries with two of the same person, right? So we'll look into that, and we'll try to fix it. But that's how it's supposed to happen, quote unquote, theoretically. Missing scores not showing up. That should be fixed. If it's not still fixed, please let me know. But I think a few of the scores that I was told were not going up did go up. So if there are still issues, please do let me know. We'll continue looking at it. So thank you so much for that. And the contact address is contact@iiRcade.com. Our customer address is working with our engineering team together to solve this. So thank you for that. Oh, my screen just jumped up as well. Let's see. I think I'm almost to the end. If you can bear with me for a couple of minutes, I'll get to all the questions. Chris, I think there's a question here. Hey, John, question. Is there any way to get hold of Dan Bluth for the Tapper World Tour? Not from my perspective. For our Dragon's Lair, we have a different partner. We do not work with Dan Bluth directly, but Tapper World Tour, I think he may have done graphics for it, but not the game. So I don't think he's the right person to talk to. If I remember this correctly, the developer of the game is no longer there. So we'll have to see if we can find the publisher. So we'll look into that. We'll look into that. I saw the game and the game does look really good. So stay tuned. Let's see. Jeff says, John, since you never make everyone happy, I give you permission to just focus on making me happy. Yes, sir. Shovel Knight, Cuphead, Pac-Man 99, SR4. How about if I send you maybe some like donuts or Friendly's ice cream? Thank you for that. I love it. Prince, let me get your question. Pepper World Tour, Dan Bluth has a hand in it. Anyway, see if we can get a hold of that for iiRcade. Yeah, thank you so much. We'll look into it. Again, it's probably going to be faster to go directly to the publishers themselves. So we'll look into that. So thank you for that. Mr. P Dubs, question: does anyone want to see Gauntlet Dark Legend on the iiRcade? I do. um, it is a great game. I know. Completely agree with you, my friend. All the games that you guys are looking for, I also love them as well. I want them too. Just that they take a long time. It's not easy. It's hard. I want those games as well, but I'm sure they will get it. It's just a matter of time. But we'll make them. We'll work on it. We'll make them happen. Anything is possible. Let's see. Going down the list. Here's a question. Mr. Pete, how are you, my friend? Question: any status on jukebox mode? Thank you so much. I get this question every week. I love it. That means everybody loves jukebox mode, and I want it as well. I can confirm that it is still under development. The development is happening. It's taking a long time. It is a difficult feature to implement because it is very untraditional. Very untraditional. But we're working on it, and we'll get it to you, and we'll let you know. You'll be the first one to know as soon as we have it ready. So stay tuned. Let's see. Going down the list. Oh, I think that was the last question. P says, sorry, John. For what? No need to be sorry. Never say sorry. You are completely fine, my friend. Let's see. Double to the R to the G. How are you, my friend? John, you should make a 4-player control deck to swap out so that we can play 4-player games. Be awesome. Thanks so much, my friend. It's really hard. But we are. I'll just say, don't worry. We're looking into a lot of things, my friend. So stay tuned. Camo, how are you, my friend? Let me get the question. Data is Boogie Wings an option? I don't know. It depends. It depends. I think a couple of things. I'm trying to see if we have Boogie Wings. I don't think we have Boogie Wings in our portfolio right now, but it all depends. Number one, Data East games have just split everywhere ever since they went bankrupt, and we have to find it. We have to find who owns it, and then talk to them and go through all the different processes to bring the games. So if we run into it, we'll definitely look into it. Also depends on how many people are looking for the game as well. So for example, let's say, I'm just making this up. Let's say we have choice of one game that we can bring out of Data East in our next round. Which one would it be? If like 100 people ask for game A and one person asks for game B, then obviously we have to focus on game A first. So it's that kind of priority that we have to go through to make it happen. But if a lot of people are asking for Boogie Wings, we'll definitely make that a priority. We'll keep you updated. So thank you for that. Prince, how are you, my friend? A lot of question marks. Will jukebox mode have captioning? Captioning for music. I'm assuming you're looking for lyrics. I don't know, quite honestly. Maybe not for the first round, but again, this is going to be the initial release of jukebox mode, and we'll continuously improve it because we also agree that this is going to be an awesome feature. So if it's not in the first round, I have to double check. But if it's not in the first round, we'll these are some of the things that we definitely want to implement in the future. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for the great question. Brad wants, we want modern games with polygons. So do I. By the way, I really do. So, I like all different kinds of games, right? Anywhere from like really old retro games to latest and greatest games with a lot of polygons, which iiRcade is able to handle. Thank God. Um, but we'll look into it. We're gonna try to bring the best games out there. So stay tuned. Let's see. I think that was last question. All right. We got through the list, and it took us close to 90 minutes to do it. We did go over 1 hour today. My sincere apologies, but thank you so much for staying with me. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate you guys. You guys are amazing. You guys are the ones who's making this happen. We will make this happen together. Today, I was very happy because we were able to release one of my favorite games, which is Kangabango. Right after this, and when I get home today, I am turning on my iiRcade at home, which I purchased also, by the way, just like you. And I am going to buy my Kangabango, and I am going to play that throughout the night um, until I get orders to do some chores, or I have more work to do. Until then, I'm going to hide out and I'll be playing my Kangabango, which is going to be awesome. Looking forward to it. All right. Really appreciate joining. I'm just looking for to see if there's any last minute question. If there is, I'll count to 5. If you ask a question, I'll answer them. Otherwise, I will end it for the day. And sorry, no one more thing today. One more thing. I'm just kidding. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Awesome. What a way to end the Friday. Really enjoyed today. Thank you so much. We'll have another session this coming Friday. I'm sorry. I haven't slept much today, last night, so my apologies. But upcoming Tuesday, we'll have another awesome session together. Let's have fun. Thanks so much again for joining today. Have a fantastic weekend. We'll see you on Tuesday. Thanks a lot, everybody.